Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Cosolix, and today I'm going to be giving you guys one tip for every weapon in Brawlhalla. You guys smash that like button on one tip for every rank in Brawlhalla. So guys, if you enjoy this type of stuff, hit that like button, comment down below if any of these tips helped. If you want to give tips to other people, I'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't seen already the other video, one tip for every rank in Brawlhalla, I'm going to link that down below, so go watch that because it's a pretty decent video. Got some decent views, good feedback, so we're doing it today. Guys, again, like, subscribe, comment. Let's get right into this. The first weapon on the list is Lance. A ton of you guys are asking me for a Lance guide. I'll be honest, I don't know if I necessarily want to do one because a lot of people don't really click on Lance guides right away, so it doesn't really do great on my channel. However, I do kind of want to do one on the side, so stay tuned for that. That's like a really good guide, maybe highly edited. But let's start with a tip now. So first tip that I'm going to be giving of the day for Lance, sidelight downer more, okay? And you guys are like, Cosolix, this is a bad tip. Well, here's why it's a good tip. Sidelight downer is actually a true combo at all health. Look at this. Set damage 700. Dodge timers are on, whatever. If you delay the downer a little bit, it's actually a true combo. So I got one dodge trim there. There we go. True. So get good at this input. It's sidelight, jump, wait like a frame or two, and then downer. And it's not about like instant jump downer because you're not going to hit it. If you do an instant jump, you're going to miss it. See what I mean? See how like it just misses? But if you delay it a frame, then you hit it and you get to hit it true. The only way people can get out of this is if they dodge upwards, because then they'll move out of it. But people don't really do that very often, especially at lower elos. So hitting sidelight downer is very, very optimal. I really highly recommend to do this, at least until late red health or middle of red health, like kill percent, because sidelight downer does more damage than neutral air. It does, I believe, 20 compared to 18. But also, it sets up for kill options. Obviously, there is not a great idea. I went side sig. But let's say you hit it here, if I'm not bad. You can, like, down sig, right? And, like, there's a lot of options you have on Lance, like Artemis side sig or whatever. If you're able to hit downer, like, look at this. This is going to kill. Here. If they're not, that's 150. Okay, that's, like, not connecting very well. Okay, now he's just falling. Don't stop falling! Okay, this map is tiny. That's my bad. I've just picked this map because it's cool. Ugh. Okay, this guy's just falling. But it does kill extremely early. And you can string it with other signatures. Like, look at that. That killed. It's just, yeah, that's ridiculous. And 100 health. Like, that's going to kill on most maps. And especially on maps that are larger, it's really good because you're able to get kill options off downer. You do more damage. As you can tell, the downer actually does 20 damage. And then, yeah, maybe 19 damage I got high strength on. But really good option for Lance here, okay? So practice sidelight downer and make sure you can hit it 10 out of 10 times true. It leads into end light, D light, other follow-ups, so do it. Next on the list, let's get a Spear Legend. Let's go with Orion. Why not? Spear. Here's my tip for Spear players. Play very grounded, but also use neutral light more. Like, honestly, this move is ridiculous. You can literally, like, neutral light into, like, a neutral light if you, like, it's like neutral light, and then, I don't mean to, like, do that like that, but, like, neutral light, and then, like, a little dash in light again. It's just because people dodge in a lot very often, and this neutral light, the best part about it is it puts you in a very good advantage state. If they're on the ground like this, all they can do is either spot dodge or accidentally dash. So if they try and dodge away with a direction, they're going to dash into you. So end light into end light's really good. If they spot dodge, you can react to that with a side light and then go for some crazy combo. If they jump up, you can like end light into like a D light. It gives you a really good advantage state. And watch this. So if I set the AI to dodge, let's say randomly, if I end light, look at this. So okay, so he did dodge up and away. I was able to react there. Let's see again. Kind of dodged away. This stage is kind of massive. But you see what I mean is you're able to react. They're either going to be horizontal with you or they're going to jump and then you can D-light. So if they jump, then you can D-light. And like here, watch this. End light, dodged in, I hit a combo, right? Then let's do it again. End light, what are they doing? Spot dodge, you hit a combo, right? It's end light again. See what they do. Dodged in, you hit a combo. Endlight again. Dodged in, you hit a combo. This is setting the dodge to random. Okay, why is he dodging it every time? Okay, I should have sidelighted that. Dodging in, you hit a combo. Every single time, you can just get follow-ups after neutral light. As long as you're good at reacting. Right? And look, the bot is literally set to dodge randomly. Spot dodge, you can hit a side light. And then you can, like, dash D-light. So you, like, kind of, like, dash forward and react to, like, reposition. Either way, Endlight is actually broken. Use Endlight more in neutral than, like, side light even. It's ridiculous. I'm actually bad at... I don't know how I missed those. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Use neutral light more. That's my tip for you guys. Use neutral light. It's almost like a string starter. It gives you some great advantage state and tempo. And definitely use it. Okay. That's enough. Next up, Katars. Okay, so let's pick a good Katars character. Here we go. Ragnar works. Okay, here's my tip to Katars. Katars hits very stacked, as you guys already know. A lot of people on Katars might have issues aggressing people. Well, no more. Here's what you do. 2 options for aggressing, but specifically, so you can like dash sidelight, which is a really good punish tool, but it kind of stall on the ground a little bit. It's pretty risky. Here's what I would do. Use a dash jump, get almost stacked with them, and then neutral air. You could even like dash jump, let them do an option, and then neutral air. If you put pressure with Katar Endlight, it's really good. There's not much players can do, right? Especially because of how stacked it hits. And neutral air now has true combo follow-ups out of it. They're very situational. However, if you do hit them, they're kind of nice. You have to be like forward. Yeah, you see that? Like, if you do hit that, like that's a clean low combo. And then you can kind of keep going, right? And set the dodge off, but like neutral air. He's kind of falling. Come on. Neutral air, side light. And then you kind of keep going and you just have fun with it. But yeah, neutral air is a broken move. Use it to aggress more. Being able to like dash jump neutral air, or like you could like dash jump, jump up, wait for them to do something, then neutral air. Dash jump, jump up, dodge, reposition. You could even recovery, then neutral air, right? Putting pressure in the air like that is really good because Katars are really good at punishing. You're able to punish with neutral air very easily. This move has a ton of movement. I don't know if you can tell. You literally stay at a constant speed. You can even like, you can't really turn it around super well, but like you can like jump. You can do like a dash cancel jump neutral air back. It's broken for like baiting, just everything. This move is one of the best moves in the game. Use it. Neutral air can really win you and get you an advantage state and get your opponent moving, and you can put pressure with it. It's just phenomenal. Landing neutral air is such a good punish. Just trust me. Do it if you're a Katar's player. It's broken. Next on the list, let's go Scythe. Okay, you guys might be surprised with the Scythe tip. I know a Scythe combo, so if you take their dodge, it's confirmed. It's unjumpable and it's confirmed damage. So let me show you the combo if I remember it exactly. It's hard to describe. Okay, so if you sidelight and let's say they spot dodge, that's the combo. But I just didn't do it effectively. So if you do a sidelight and then they spot dodge, so if you catch a dodge with a neutral light, so I'm bad. Okay, let's set them to dodge to the right so I can catch them easier. So the combo is Endlight, Sair, Nair, Nair, recovery. And that is confirmed if they don't have a dodge. Like, unjumpable, actually, and you could try it. So if I sidelight... Oh, you got the dodge back at the very end. Yeah, you see that? Look at this. So if he's going up and to the right, Sair, neutral air, recovery. That is confirmed. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. This is literally unjumpable. You literally cannot jump out of that. And the reason why you can't jump out of it is because it's 3 and 4 dodge frames. So you can get a jump out, but you don't change your height vertically fast enough. So that's how you're able to catch jumps like that. And it's literally unjumpable. Not that, but that's technically jumpable, but they're probably not going to jump out of it. It's this combo in particular. So it's Sair, Nair, Nair, Sair. Or recovery. If you can hit... Like, literally, if you land a neutral air, they can't jump out of Nair, Nair. Like, look at this. Here, if I set the dodge to spot dodge, you see that? That is confirmed. Literally. Literally cannot get out of that. And Nair does a good amount of damage, and then you can catch a dodge after, and then they're literally dead. Next weapon. We're going with Cannon. Okay, so my tip with Cannon, I don't play Cannon personally. However, I play against Cannon. I'm picking the wrong thing. I know for a fact a lot of you guys watching who play Cannon don't do this. Use your ground pound actually in neutral. It's sad to say, but this move, it's really good at tricking your opponent, like if you're gonna land or not land, right? So the thing with ground pound is there's a grounded version like this where you land on the ground, right? But if you let go right before the ground, you kind of reduce your recovery frames. Or like you can kind of like stay in the air while doing it, and then like fake that you're touching the ground, right? This move in particular is just a very bait heavy move, and you can really use it for tempo. Like if you're in advantage state and you want to like trick your opponent, you could like ground pound on stage quick and then like end light. Or like you can ground pound slightly off stage and then side air. Or like ground pound slightly off and then side air away if you want like more tempo. Like they are not going to punish this. Honestly, they are not going to punish that. I'm just letting you know. You can really abuse this move like in your gameplay a lot. Especially if you do it like slightly over your opponent. This move has like literally no frames. It's actually kind of ridiculous. And you can see how like it bounces you up and down when playing against weapons like Lance in particular, because it changes your verticality. Lance is a very horizontal weapon. You don't like that. The more changes to your vertical movement when you're playing against Lance, the better. So using this cannon ground pound really makes it hard to punish, especially with like sword D light. A lot of combo starters, hammer down light, are these low to the ground grounded options. This, look at my hurt boxes. They are in the air, and then you can jump right after. Like here, if I go right here, you're in the air, and then you can even frame step this. You go down a little bit, and then you could like jump right frame one, and then you're like off it. Like you're constantly moving while you're in this move. You do not stall. It's kind of just ridiculous. And yeah, you could like dash, jump, ground pound. Same with like off stage. You can like do a little fake. You don't know how much you're going to charge it. Look at this. You almost like stay on stage. Just using your ground pound more. This move is literally ridiculous. Just like minimum charge it. You can use it for momentum. Kind of fake people with it. It's just ridiculous. Like you could be like recovering back to stage. Ground pound, then you're already like back. You know what I mean? Like you could do a double Sair, but it's more to like mix it up. It's not going to change your like verticality that much. Like you could get hit off stage. Like, watch this, okay? You get hit off stage, ground pound. You see what I mean? And, like, you could, like, I don't know, you could, like, dodge up, ground pound, recovery, Sair, get your dodge back, Sair. Like, you can really use the ground pound to delay things, right? A good thing with being off stage is your dodge takes about 3 seconds to come back. The more ways that you can stall yourself from falling, the better. And ground pound is a move that kind of stops you from falling a crazy amount. Like, you fall less when you're in a ground pound than you do if you're just falling not using a move, right? So if you're kind of hit off stage, you could, like, dodge up, ground pound, recovery. I don't know if you have more jumps and stuff like that. I'm kind of bad there. That was too low. The fact is, use ground pound more. I see players like Experience use this, and it's just a phenomenal option. Use it more. It's so good. Next on the list, Orb. Let's pick an Orb Legend. Here's my tip, neutral air more. When your opponents are above you, Nair is such a good move. And in particular, the reason why this is so good is you get an anti-air out of it, so it hits people who are above, but you're also able to fall while you're in the recovery frames. I don't know if you see this, but see how I'm like falling? You can kind of like hold away with it. You get so much momentum. Like I could jump Nair and hold backwards, and you see how like I'm already gone? Like you could pressure someone and then like fall back, right? Pressure, fall back, pressure, fall back, pressure, fall back. You're able to keep an advantage state because your opponent is going to try and aggress you in the air, but you're already repositioning. Like, this Nair is literally unpunishable. You cannot punish this attack. It is so difficult. So using this, the pressure, while keeping movement and momentum, again, when your opponent is above you, like, this is just key. And the fact that it strings as well. Like, you can, like, even, like, well, Nair, isn't Nair a D-Light? Like, okay, it's not true. You could still string with it. Like, yeah, that was bad. You could like Nair Sair, 4 dodge frames. I think you can get that down to 2 sometimes. It's very situational. Obviously, like D-Light Nair. Then you can just keep spamming Nair if you really want. Like, that move is actually so broken. And it's like this situation where your opponent is above you like that, you can just Nair. And they're not going to do anything for it. This move is so broken at building up damage. The move does 11 damage, which is not a lot of damage. But if you hit this a lot, like, the damage builds up. This move is just ridiculously easy to land. It's just ridiculous. It's one of the best anti-airs in the game. I really recommend you guys to use this more. Using moves like down air and neutral air that change your momentum. Like, look at this. I can, like, down air and then hold back, and then I'm, like, gone. It's not the same as Nair. Like, see how Nair, like, you're moving throughout the whole move. Down air does stall you. Like, the acceleration is kind of slow. But still, I really recommend using Nair when they're above, down air when they're below, and just kind of bait with this. These moves are broken, so use them a lot more. Just using more movement with Orb is very key. Next up, Greatsword. Okay, I'll be honest. My Greatsword is not very good. I don't know much about Greatsword. The only thing I really do know, if you don't already do this, Sidelight, D-Light Bridge, down... It's not down sig, but D-Light. So Sidelight, D-Light, D-Light is a really good option. As you can see, D-Light Bridge into D-Light Finisher is true. So if you're struggling to kill on Greatsword, this is a very good option. It can be 3-hit true, but it's kind of rare. I think you have to, like... Yeah, you see that? You kind of have to, like, hit Sidelight close to stack. But, like, you can hit this combo. Literally 3-hit combo true. Like, look at that. It's just kind of ridiculous. 1 dodge frame, 1 dodge frame. This is just a really easy 3-hit. The Sidelight does 7.5. D-Light Bridge is 8.5, so it adds up to, like, 15, 16. And then the last one's 14. That's free 30 damage and a kill option. And this is a consistent at all health. Like, if they're 140, doesn't kill on this map at 140. Obviously, D-Light Finisher isn't a great kill option, but it's definitely something. And the fact that, like, it's also true, the, like, D-Light Bridge into it, and that's consistently true too, is, like, really fortunate. If you're on Greatsword, use Sidelight, D-Light, D-Light, and it's a really, really good option. I definitely recommend using it. Very nice. I don't know much about Greatsword, but that's my one tip for Greatsword players, because that's all I know. Next up, Hammer. Let's pick a Hammer Legend. Let's go to Nash. My tip for Hammer, if you want to get easy kills, especially off stage, all you got to do is you go off stage. When your opponent's about to touch, you hit recovery, and you're done. That's my tip for Hammer. Thank you guys for listening. As your opponent uses options to get back to stage, if you literally sit just below the edge, like right here, your opponent is almost always going to try and touch the edge first, especially when you send them low with, like, a D-Light side air. Like, if you send them with a D-Light side air, here, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let me, a little more health. Okay, and more health, and I'll just go this way. Okay, you can go off stage, and then you, like, catch them. See what I mean? Obviously, I wouldn't chase them down like that. Wait for them to come to ledge like that, then recovery. But that move is literally broken. And you can, like, go this way so the recovery hits easier. Just turn around towards the stage, hit recovery, and you're done. That move is, like, actually broken. If I set the reset to bind grounded, take a look at this. You ready? Look at this. Okay, let's wait. And you're dead. If I hit a little bit more. Okay. Not bad there. You can recover forward as well. I kind of like going forward, actually, a bit more. But yeah, they're dead. It's just that easy. Go off stage, go slightly below, and I'm actually bad. But yeah, just wait for your opponent to retouch. I'm actually trash right now. Oh my god. I'm actually trash. Okay, to be fair, these bots don't use dodges, and so it's kind of... Why do the bots go up the stage like that? It's so weird. There we go. Just wait until they use the last option. Play it safe. Try not to, like, predict what they're about to do. You can just, like, wait and then do it. If you're good. I'm not good. I'm better at doing this in-game. I swear to God. These bots are just built different, okay? You guys are making fun of me in the comments. I already know. Okay, Bryn. Axe. Here's my tip for Axe. This might change within the next couple patches. It might not be a good tip, but for now, here's my tip with Axe. If you want to win neutral easy, here's what you gotta do. Dash jump, get into the air, let your opponent miss, and then downer. That's my tip for Axe. Downer is a very broken, aggressive tool. It's also, you get a ton of movement with it. So if, like, let's say my opponent, I pressure them and they're next to the edge, I can, like, downer and then, like, run off stage. And, like, even, like, chase dodge away. Like, look at this. And I'm gone. Or even if I, like, don't hit it, I can, like, downer and then, like, I could, like, dash and then I'm gone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm, like, look, if I, like, even miss this, I can just run away. And you kind of, unless you do a grounded downer, you have to downer right before you touch the ground. You don't lose your momentum at all. Like, this move is so good at aggressing. Because, like, it's so unpunishable, it's actually sad. Same with neutral air. If they're above, you can just neutral air. It's this and this is actually absurd. If you're playing Axe and you're not playing in the air, or, like, semi near the air, like 1 or 2 jump heights, like, you're doing it wrong. This move is actually broken. Just let your opponent, like, pressure your opponent in the air, like, go towards them. Let them do a stupid option. Use your options and downer. You could even, like, pressure, dodge, jump a couple times, maybe dodge again if you get back. So, like, you could do it like that. Jump, maybe do a recovery, and then, like, a downer, dodge downer. Like, you could really wait them out. And that's the current state of Brawlhalla. Waiting people out with pressure is key. You could literally jump to get pressure and then downer. It's just, this option is absurd. And the fact that it also strings into D-light, and, like, you also get a huge advantage state because if they dodge downwards, you can react with a side light. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's so stupid. Brawlhalla, please, thank you. But yeah, Axe, do that. Good option. Next up, sword. Bloodbar time. Here's my tip with sword. Sword doesn't actually have very good aggressive options. Your most aggressive option is side light, honestly. You don't have good options. Maybe a dash jump downer is okay. Here's my tip with sword. Don't jump. Don't aggress. You can jump, sure. Don't aggress. The best way to play sword is you play parry is hell. Just let your opponent miss, okay? And 9 out of 10 times they miss, you're going to be able to punish with neutral light. And if you can't punish with neutral light, you're going to be able to punish with a jump side air, a jump downer, or if they're on the ground, downlight. That move is broken. You can hit, like, crazy downlight combos pretty consistently. Especially in, like, this health point. Why? Yeah, do that too. But actually, like, honestly, play grounded. Use end light. If they're kind of far away, you can punish with a side light. And just playing grounded, rinse, repeat, like this style. It's really boring. You can watch some Megdi Sword gameplay. He does this very well. It's actually broken. Like, if you're trying to play Sword, playing smart, grounded is key. Watch Megdi's gameplay and just follow it. It's so boring, but it's actually optimal. Just playing grounded Sword. Endlight is literally insane of a move. Like, it's one of the best moves in the game. Use it. Okay, and if they're far away, side light. If they're on the ground, D-light. And if they're approaching from the air, you can just run and then punish with unlight. Like, it's this move is it's sad how good it is. Use this more. My tip for sword is basically end light more and play grounded, and you will win. Just focus on letting your opponent miss, punish with end light or side light and D-light if you can, and then you win. It's easy. My tip for gauntlets: learn the true combos, especially D-light neutral air. I can't even input it because I'm not really that good. I've never really had to practice the input. I can do it as a string, but I know it's a true combo. I would recommend watching a Boomy video, but practice the D-light neutral air pickup. That was 2 dodge frames there. You can get this true. And then when you do get it true, practice reacting. So hitting true combos and then taking a step back and let your opponent miss. So, like, let's say I set the dodge to dodge randomly, okay? If I do like a DC, okay, if I do like a GC downlight, watch this. Okay, I'm bad. I'm actually bad. I gotta chase dodge forward. Dodge up. I didn't get that. Okay, I'll just do downlight side light. See what it does. Dodges in. I side air downer. The fact is on gauntlets is hit a true combo. Let your opponent dodge or miss or whatever, and then string them like crazy, okay? And learning how to hit things with, like, D-light, N-light, or, like, there's definitely a way to hit that true consistently. I definitely watched a video on that. I'll link a video down below on how to do it. I haven't seen it, but I trust the sources. I think it's like Boomy's video or someone. But yeah, learn your true combos. Bow. Okay, my tip for bow is the best weapon at having grounded priority. This downlight literally hits across the stage. And your, like, range of attacks, like, I can attack anywhere from here to here without even dashing. If I do a dash D-light, you can literally cover across the entire stage. It's kind of ridiculous. So my tip on bow is, if you don't do this already, play a lot more grounded and let your opponents go into the air. And then you can even pick characters or use anti-airs when they try and land. So Endlight is a great move. The only problem with Endlight is it's a little bit difficult to land. So hitting D-Light and then letting your opponent get close to grounded and then end-sigging. There's a term in Brawlhalla called conditioning. And conditioning is basically doing something that works, then your player is forced to adapt. But if you can make them adapt in a way that you already know, that's conditioning. Like, if I'm hitting a lot of side lights, then my opponent is going to think, okay, I can't be so close to Diana. Let me stay ranged. But now I can D-Light. So again, get what I'm trying to say is use D-Light, condition your opponent to go more into the air. Try to get your opponent to think that the ground is yours. You are the ground. And that they don't feel comfortable on the ground. Get your opponents jumping more, and then you're going to get into a really good advantage state where you can build up damage, and you can also get kills with like neutral sigs, especially like Kaya bow neutral sig. But yeah, it all comes from commanding the ground, right? Last but not least, blasters, the final weapon. We're already on Diana. My tip for blasters doesn't have a lot of movement, so abuse moves with movement. And you can almost use moves that are quick for tempo. So if my opponent is like kind of far away, maybe I like dash cancel. By the way, if you don't know what a dash cancel is, it's like you dash and then you hold back and then you dash again. You kind of see this. It's like dash, 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 but you're holding back after every dash. Maybe I'll make a movement guide in the future, but that's a really good movement option. You could like dash cancel and then like side light, or sider, I mean, like this. And the fact is like, let's say your opponent is like slightly far away. You dash cancel, you sider, and then you have tempo on your opponent. Look how fast I'm moving. You can kind of see, like, my opponent is not going to punish like this. You know what I mean? They are just not going to punish this. So you can use moves that have tempo. If your opponent is far away, use sidelight. This move is ridiculously quick, and they can't punish it either. If they try and punish, you can D-light almost instantly, right? Or like sidelight, jump downer. And jump downer also has its own movement. It kind of stalls you a little bit in the air, but then you can kind of move out of it. It's just a really good option. And especially combination with like, you could do like a dash jump reverse sider. So you're like, you know, falling one way, but you're attacking the other way. Like this is also a really good option. And then you can like, you know, dash jump reverse sider, sidelight. The point with blasters I'm trying to say is, keep a distance from your opponent. You want to space your opponents out away from you. And then use moves that keep tempo and movement while you're doing that, right? So dash jump sider. Dash cancel sider is okay. You could do like a jump falling sider even and get to the other side of your opponent. You could do like a dash jump downer and like reverse it a little bit. You kind of have to be careful with this depending on the momentum. Like if I like go like that, it's gonna like kind of reverse it, so it's kind of interesting. You could like backdash jump downer like that, and then you're still moving backwards like that. You can do a backdash jump then downer, and then you can like sider and then side light. There's just the key that I'm trying to say is, again, keep your opponent away from you and just use moves with range and with movement that you just want to stay. Like, you basically, if you're a blaster player, I'm going to call this social distancing, okay? You want to socially distance away from your opponents while dancing around them. It's like literally like you're in the pandemic and you're just like dancing on their, and like they can't reach you, right? The goal is you don't want them to be able to reach you because blasters have so much range, you're just going to hit them. Like, it's really good. So using moves that keep that range, and you can use the movement to extend that range. So like, uh-oh, Or like if you're on a big stage, you can like do that and then side light, or like this. So you could like side light and then like that if they try and pressure you. There's just a lot of ways to like kind of dance around your opponent. Really good blaster players, you'll see use that movement a lot. And they use side light a lot too because it's really good for baiting. The key is just, again, socially distance, use your true combos, and just, yeah, socially distance. That's my tip. Guys, I know I've done a lot of talking. If this video helped you, again, smash that like button. I'm trying my best here with this type of content, so I really appreciate it if you guys hit the subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Turn the notification bell on. Peace.